Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're stepping into the heart of York to explore one of the city's most atmospheric seasonal experiences, Christmas at the York Castle Museum. The museum sits just beside Clifford's Tower, the round iconic stone keep that watches over York, and although the museum is fascinating at any time of the year, Christmas brings an extra layer of warmth, nostalgia and sparkle to its historic collections. For many visitors, the magic begins the moment you step inside. The building itself was once a debtor's prison, and that sense of old York, laid with stories, still lingers in the walls. But today we're here for something more joyful. The museum's traditional Victorian Christmas setting, its recreated street scenes, and the gentle glow of the festive decorations that transform the past into something alive and familiar. The real highlight is Kirkgate, the famous Victorian street that the museum is known for. Walking down Kirkgate at Christmas feels like stepping directly into an old storybook. Gas lamps cast a warm, soft light across the cobbles, and traditional shop fronts are dressed for the season with wreaths, candles, and deep winter colours. And what makes it so special is how immersive it feels. You're not just looking at history from a distance, you're surrounded by it. The air seems cooler and still, the lighting feels authentic, the landscape is gentle, like the quiet before snow. Every detail has been added with care to invoke that Victorian sense of Christmas, long before the modern rush and noise. As you stroll down the street, each doorway offers a glimpse into how festive life might have felt in the 1800s. Some windows show elegant decorations, others display simple, homemade touches. Together they paint a picture of a Christmas rooted in tradition, thoughtful, handmade, and deeply connected with family and community. One of the lovely touches here is the way each shop is dressed in its own distinct way. The sweet shop glows with warm jars of colour, the toy shop includes dolls and wooden games, arranged with such charm that you can almost imagine excited children running in with their pocket money, and the chemist shop, with its rows of bottles and old labels, looks like somewhere Sherlock Holmes might wander into on a foggy December evening. As you walk further along Kirkgate, the museum uses storytelling to bring the street to life. Subtle sound effects, gentle narration, and small thematic displays help you imagine York as it would have been in the days when carol singing happened door to door, and Christmas gifts were simple tokens rather than something extravagant. Christmas at York Castle Museum isn't loud or overly commercial. Instead, it leans into the calm, reflective side of the season, the part that feels timeless. It invites you to slow down, breathe in the history, and enjoy the details. Beyond Kirkgate, the museum continues the festive theme throughout the different rooms and galleries. Some spaces are decorated with traditional greenery, simple branches, oranges and ribbons, in the style of Tudor and Georgian Christmas celebrations. Others feature mid-20th century decorations with silver tinsel, coloured bulbs, and the kind of nostalgic charm you may feel to anyone who remembers family Christmases from the 60s, 70s or 80s. One room displays a classic family living space set up for Christmas morning. The muted warm lighting, the patterned wallpaper, the old toys scattered beneath the tree to create a feel of comfort and home. You can almost hear the crinkle of the wrapping paper and the sound of the kettle boiling in the kitchen. It captures those small Christmas memories that seem to stay with us forever. Another gallery explores how Christmas traditions developed, from handmade wreaths and early greeting cards to the arrival of Christmas crackers and mass-produced decorations in the Victorian era. The museum balances the familiar with the educational, offering a gentle insight into the celebration we enjoy today and how it has slowly evolved over the centuries. As you continue through the museum, you will eventually reach the 1960s street, known as Kirkgate's modern companion. This recreated mid-20th century street shows what York might have looked like in the post-war years, with shop signage and everyday objects from a very different era. A Christmas area gives a subtle seasonal touches, window displays, festive packaging, and the soft glow of the lamps. It's a lovely contrast. The Victorian street, steeped in old-fashioned colours, and the mid-60s modern Christmas style, brighter colours, newer toys, and the excitement of the developing consumer age. One of the strengths of York's Castle Museum is how it blends emotional memory with historical detail. When you visit at Christmas, The combination of nostalgia and storytelling feels especially powerful. The decorations aren't over the top, they're simply placed where they make sense, adding atmosphere without overpowering the experience. The museum also includes special seasonal events throughout December, from themed talks to tours to candlelight evenings, depending on which day you visit. You may experience the Kirkgate in even softer lighting when the street looks almost dreamlike, as though the Victorian era is gently waking up for that evening. Another highlight in the small courtyard outside, which can feel wonderfully cosy at Christmas. The stone buildings around you, the soft echoes of York's busy streets below the walls, and the crisp winter air all add to the charm. Just outside the museum, Clifford's Tower raises against the skyline. Its round shape and sandy stone catches the December light beautifully. It's a reminder that York's history surrounds you every moment, stretching far beyond the museum's walls. Christmas in York is a special time of year anywhere. The lights, the markets, the festive windows across the city. But the Castle Museum offers a quieter corner of that celebration, a place where you can step out from the crowds, slow your pace and enjoy Christmas through the lens of the past. For families it's a magical experience, for history lovers it's a meaningful one, and for anyone who enjoys a cosy, atmospheric escape from the modern world, it offers that sense of stepping back into a simpler time. As you move towards the end of the museum route and return to the present, back through the shop and through the bright entrance, there's a gentle transition from the warm glow of the Kirkgate back into the bustle of York, and stepping outside with the smell of winter in the air and the sound of passing traffic, you may find yourself feeling a little nostalgic for the candlelit windows and cobbles you've just walked along. York Castle Museum is one of those places where history doesn't feel forced, it feels natural, woven into the fabric of history, and that's what makes it so special. Whether it's the quiet crunch of your footsteps in Kirkgate, the soft shadows cast by the lamps, or the simple decorations that hint of centuries' festive tradition, there's a peacefulness to the experience that stays with you. And for me, the calm atmosphere is what makes the museum so memorable, especially at Christmas. It's a reminder how celebrations used to be, slow, gentle, and filled with the simple joy of being together. Thank you for joining me on this walk through Christmas at the Castle Museum, York. If you've enjoyed this seasonal journey, feel free to subscribe for more calming walks, reviews, and gentle explorations. As always, I will see you in the next one, and take care of yourselves and enjoy the remaining footage.